In a completely unprecedented, unpredictable turn of events, BCCI shocks the world by sacking the entire men's selection committee. Within months of India crashing out of the semis of the 2022 T20 World Cup, BCCI has taken a massive step in a bid to change the approach for senior men's team selection. Watch on to find out what may have led the BCCI to sack the senior men's selection committee. Why was the committee sacked? Chetan Sharma, Harvinder Singh, Sunil Joshi and Debashish Mohanty have had the shortest stint as senior national selectors in recent times. The 2022 T20 World Cup failure wasn't a single isolated event that the BCCI acted upon, but it might have been the last straw. Chetan and his team disappointed the BCCI on multiple avenues. According to a BCCI insider, for Chetan to save his job, he desperately needed India to win the T20 World Cup. When India fared poorly against the giants of the cricketing world, this was bound to happen sooner or later. No clarity on selection criteria. The Indian squad has been on an experimental roller coaster for quite a few years. 8 international captains in just 1 year. Youngsters go in and out of the squad before getting their chances to perform. For example, Chahal got the opportunity to play in several bilateral series leading to the 2022 T20 World Cup, but he sat on the sidelines during the World Cup without making a single appearance. Despite being unfit to bowl, Hardik Pandya was named as an all-rounder for the 2021 World Cup, and India crashed out of that World Cup. International performances aren't valued as much as IPL seasons. Owing to good IPL performances, youngsters make their way to the Indian side, but they are later discarded just as easily without proper grooming and training regimes in place. These players are not even used to that intensity of pressure due to inexperience. Leading to the 2022 World Cup, the selectors backed many youngsters. But in the end, they followed an orthodox approach, played it safe and chose experienced players. India had an average age of over 30 in the T20 World Cup, which was among the highest of all the teams. Furthermore, Chetan Sharma's team wasn't decisive when it came down to major decisions, like being unable to create a decisive set of players or a settled squad in coordination with the team management. They also didn't have a concrete plan for the future of 37-year-old Shikhar Dhawan. Not addressing these kinds of major decisions is what brought about the committee's downfall. Virat Kohli's captaincy scuffle. Virat Kohli stepped down as the T20 skipper of the Indian side in 2021. Due to the drought of trophies and his workload, he stepped down from the role. Following this, he gave up the ODI and the Test captaincy too. In a controversial turn of events, while Sourav Ganguly and Chetan Sharma claimed they asked him to reconsider, Virat Kohli refuted the claim, saying that the authorities informed him just 1.5 hours before the selection meeting for the South Africa tour. Although Kohli couldn't grab an ICC trophy, India had a fantastic run under his captaincy. This is why fans were distraught with how BCCI handled the entire affair. India is a nation where cricket is synonymous with religion. A country that ranks at the top of various formats, to have this severe a streak of disappointing runs was appalling. Although one can't entirely pin it on the selection committee because the independence they command throughout the process is still unclear. Still, this committee was definitely way off the mark on a number of occasions. A change was needed, and it needed to be acknowledged that the committee made a few wrong decisions in the past. This is why, to give the Indian team a fresh start and a new approach, BCCI decided that it would be best to hire an entirely new panel.